thoughts in general on your scrimmage tonight? Were you pleased with what you saw here?
I mean, there were parts of it I was pleased with, and obviously there's parts that we got to get better. I think offensively, at times we look sharp, but at times we look sloppy. I mean, we dropped a couple of balls. And, in the coming out period, we gave up 2 safeties, and we just need to play more consistent football than that. And then the 2 turnovers, those are very disappointing. Those were huge plays. But then conversely, we generated turnovers on defense, and I thought the defense overall probably got the better of the scrimmage tonight. Just the one big play early, and then just at times we missed some tackles in the perimeter. That's very concerning.
As a coach, would you rather see a scrimmage like last week where it was not a lot of turnovers, not a lot of mistakes, but a little closer to the vest, or one like today where there are mistakes and big plays for both sides?
Well, you prefer the first one, that it's cleaner football, but part of the first scrimmage was we didn't have the whole offense, we didn't have the whole defense in, and then when you get everything in, this usually happens. And now, sometimes this gives you a great opportunity to fix problems. So, we weren't as clean as we thought we were a week ago. We just had a very limited menu at that point. Now that everything's in, I think there's a lot of great teaching tape. We hit some situations today we hadn't hit before. When the ball's on the 1-yard line, that's as tough as it gets for an offense. So, those aren't, you're not putting them in a position to succeed, but that's football. You're going to have, at some point, they're going to down the ball in the 1, and you got to find a way to pound it out. And obviously that's a situation offensively we got to get better at, but it was exciting seeing our defense get off of blocks and make tackles in the backfield and generate a play like that too.
Coach, where have you seen the biggest improvement, maybe 1 or 2 areas from the beginning of camp to this point? What's come along the best for you, where you needed it maybe?
Well, I think our offensive line, the first group, has improved tremendously from last year to the spring, and then from spring to now. That when we keep that first group healthy, they're playing pretty well and pretty consistently together. And I've really been pleased with our linebackers. Dwayne Woods has been down, so it's given Gabe Martin and DJ Lynch and Paul Swan a chance to get a ton of reps. And those guys just get better and better. And DJ and Gabe were guys that if they had been healthy probably would have played for us last year. And the bad news is they got hurt, but the good news is we got 4 more years of them, and they're going to be good players for us this year. They're going to make a lot of plays.
Can you talk a little bit about your kicking game? It looked like Kyle Urquhart's really
Kyle hit it great today. I mean, he hit it pure, and he looked like he was at the driving range there and in a groove, which was great to see. I mean, we haven't had that in my 2 years here. And, we just got to now carry that over to the game. But I thought Kyle kicked the ball very well, very consistent. Thing got high in a hurry. And, I'm not sure what the times were, but they're getting quicker for him, and that's something he had to work on.
If there's one glaring hole maybe from tonight that you guys really need to work on, or
I would say 2 things. I'd say the turnovers on offense, and to me the perimeter tackling on defense. That we can't turn the ball over on offense. The last scrimmage we didn't turn it over once, and today we turned it over twice for 2 big plays. And we just got to become a much better tackling team in the perimeter. I think it's getting better, but you can't miss a tackle in the 3rd level. Those end up as touchdowns, and we need to be perfect with that, and we're far from perfect.
Coach, looks like the running backs, and you've got quite a few guys that, when they get chances, are pretty dynamic out there. That's a pretty loaded group right now, you'd say?
Yeah, that's a group you better show up every day, because if you don't, you could be 5th in a heartbeat. And that's a great situation for us to be in. We really have 5 backs that are capable of being good players. And I can't tell you who 1, 2, or 3 is right now. And that's a great situation. You want that at running back, that it's running back by committee, and you feed the hot hand.
As far as the injury updates, anybody who's going to be out significant time from here or anything like that?
We got to get the training room report. I won't get that till tomorrow, so it's too early to say.
All set.
Okay, thank you.